Hi everyone, I'm presenting CAP paper on evaluation of persuasive and creative image generation. The task in this paper is ad generation, which is given one or more advertisement message generating a creative and persuasive image. Advertisement messages, which are also called actions and statements, are implicit prompt structured as two parts. The first part is the action, which is the action that the image is supposed to convince the audience to take, and the reason, which is the reason the image must use to convince the audience to take the action. This is different from typical text-to-image generation tasks where the prompt is explicit description of the image. There are three main criteria for advertisement. Alignment, which is how well the image represents the message, and because of the implicitness of the prompt, it should be semantic alignment. Creativity, which grabs more attention by being unique, and persuasion, which means how convincing the image is. Existing text-image alignment metrics can perform well in capturing the visual mismatch, like incorrect representation of objects. But in ad generation task, visual matching is not enough, and the metric should capture both semantic and visual mismatch, like I should or I shouldn't. And there are no creativity nor persuasion metric. In this work, we introduced CAP, a framework for evaluating creativity, alignment, and persuasion, and we also assess the performance of text-to-image model in generating images from implicit prompts using our CAP framework. For alignment, we want to capture semantic mismatch. Our proposed method is to first generate descriptions of the image and then using LLM to interpret the description and generate the action within the statement. Then we get the similarity between the generated and the actual one. While LLM is doing a good job in interpreting the image, it cannot generate semantically accurate action within the statement. So we fine-tune LLM with contrastive preference optimization, using the correct action within the statements as winner response and semantically incorrect ones from previous work as loser response to force the LLM to reject the statements that are semantically incorrect. In inference, we compute the similarity between the action part of the correct and generated statement. Then we do the same for the reason part and get the weighted average to balance these two parts. Creativity is being unique while aligned with the message. It cannot be random elements, just being unique. So we define being unique as being distant from basic representation of objects. And to do so, we get the list of objects in the prompt using an LLM. Then we want the similarity between the image and the objects to be minimal. Also, we want to have high alignment with the message. So we compute the creativity as aim from our alignment metric divided by the average similarity of image with different objects. For persuasion, we use 7 marketing factors. While each of these factors are highly subjective, the combination is much less subjective. We also believe that the reason in the image is representing must be the same as the one in the prompt. So we also use the alignment in persuasion evaluating. We first generate the description, then we ask LLM to given the description, score each factor, and then we get the average of all questions plus the alignment score for the reason part. We compare our aim metric with 4 baselines, and one of them is our aim metric with zero-shot LLM. The results show that the baseline fail in evaluating the alignment when the prompt is implicit. In contrast, our metric shows strong agreement with human annotators, and the very low agreement of zero-shot form of LLM highlights the importance of our training approach. Here we show some qualitative examples on comparing our aim metric and baselines. For creativity, we can see that while LLM totally fail, our metric shows good agreement with human annotators, and the image on the right shows that how each part of our creativity design can impact the accuracy of evaluation. In persuasion, while each factor is totally subjective and has very low agreement, combining them can result in high agreement, showing the effectiveness of combining of the factor. And on the right, you can see a qualitative example on how this combination work. The results show that LLM does not perform well in evaluating the persuasion. In contrast, our method has high agreement with human annotators when just combining the marketing factor. It also shows that it has higher agreement when adding the alignment, showing the importance of alignment in persuasion evaluation. For T2I model assessment, we generate the images with different T2I models with both actions and statements and descriptions generated by LLMs as explicit descriptions for the image. Here we show that the images generated from explicit description outperform direct generation of ads, like the one highlighted on table from Auraflow. In this qualitative example, also you can see the image is showing the apple as a fruit, which is showing that T2I model focus on representing few visual elements in the prompt, even if it's not correct context. We introduced CAP framework for evaluating the creativity, alignment, and persuasion, and highlighted the struggle in text-to-image model in generating creative and persuasive images from implicit prompt. And if you have any question, please contact us. Thank you.